Rubi Rose says that she was talked into doing OnlyFans by her ex. Excuses, excuses, excuses. This is where I got the headline from, right? On Hollywood Unlocked. That's where I found out about the Bobby Altoff and Rubi Rose interview. So Rubi Rose on Bobby Altoff's show says that it says Rubi Rose trauma dumps about ex DDG talking her into doing OnlyFans and consequences she's been facing. She says, now I have to keep doing it. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Shout out to the great Floyd Money Mayweather with that quote. Anyways, this is from the show, just to show you I'm not making it up.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. My name's Ruby. I brought Jello because this is all I had in the kitchen. And very silent. Okay. My trauma dump is I was talked into doing OnlyFans by my ex. And, you know, like it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it too. So I kind of like relate to you in that way. And it's just like definitely like put a damper on my reputation. But, you know, it's a choice I made and I'm just going to stick it out. Hi, my name is.
Oh my God. I told you guys this was going to happen, particularly with the OnlyFans models, the seeking arrangement women, the women that are on these sugar daddy websites, getting their bills paid and exchanging, you know, favors for goods, right? We all knew this was coming. I had made a prediction in around, I want to say I'll say 2022, because that's when I started doing this kind of content. But I had made a prediction that from like 5 years from then, there was going to be an onslaught of just false allegations. And we, even though we already have that now in terms of just false allegations in general, but I'm just saying, once Gen Z ages out of the dating market, basically, once a lot of the Gen Z are starting to hit that late 20s, early 30s mark, once they start hitting the wall, because Gen Z is going to hit the wall faster than the millennials in general. They're going to, because a lot of them have been brought up to just despise and hate men. I don't even think they can rely on men being a backup plan, because they want nothing to do with them, but they need them financially. So the only option for women that were getting all types of favors via IG, that women that whole 304s that was getting flown out from rappers, rich men, all that stuff, they're basically going to start suing the men that flew them out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say that? So all the men that they had that was giving them money, they're going to start suing them. All their male managers, you know what I mean, that were involved, or their past relationships, they're going to start suing them and start levying false accusations on them. And I said this is probably going to start happening, 5 years from now. But then as time progressed, I was like, okay, 3 years from now. And then I started seeing more stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe 2 years from now. And now it's like, now it's at the point where I had to amend all of that. And I had to say, look, once the year 2026 starts, and right after the World Cup, you're going to start seeing a slew of these things where you're going to have OnlyFans models talking about they were tricked and they were trafficked and they were forced into doing OnlyFans. This is the next step. This is the next step. So we are in that process, I think, right now as we speak. And this is why my channel exists. This is why, particularly me, people might think I went too hard on, I will always talk about the subjects where you'll have women, you know how like young women will talk about how they were sleeping with drug dealers when they were in high school, sleeping with older men and doing all this stuff, but they were tricked and forced into doing that. I was probably one of the few channels that would call out women like that, doing stuff like that. The reason why I wanted to point out stuff like that is to show the average men, the average man, these are the excuses that they're going to use. They're going to talk about they were groomed, they were tricked, they were trafficked, and I'm here to tell you none of that is true. Okay, and when I talk about how young women are constantly changing the definition of SA and force and grape and all this stuff, they're trying to change the definitions, trying to make the definition of these things flexible to cover their past 304 mistakes. I also made a prediction here that you're going to have a lot of these Gen Z women, once they age out of the dating market, once they start getting married or they start getting serious, is going to be a lot of them with serious digital footprints, a lot of them with serious 304 footprints in life. And once they get caught, most of them are going to have some kind of story of them getting taken advantage of. And it's up to you as a man if you want to believe it. And I'm telling you right now, if she's talking about that she got taken advantage of and she was like over 16, she was over 16 talking about she got taken advantage of, or how about this? I'll put it like this. If she's talking about anything post her sex life, when she started, whatever age she started having sex, anything post that, and she said that she got taken advantage past that point, she's probably lying. This is the era this is the age I think we're entering into. So you as a man, I'm telling you, they're all going to have that story. Well, not all, but most of them are going to have that story, especially when they get caught out. Or if they decide to be upfront with you and tell you, oh, this happened to me when I was, it's going to be up to you as a man if you want to believe it or not. This is why my channel is here, just to show you it's probably not what you think, right? So let's open this up real quick because I want to expose the hypocrisy behind this, right? I want to expose the hypocrisy behind Rubi Rose saying what she's saying. Okay, let's open up Hollywood Unlocked. Let's open up the tab. So let's skip by a couple of clips because she's talking about her ex, DDG. You know, even though she's been passed around, like Rubi Rose is a pass around, but she always brings up DDG's name whenever she can. And there's a reason behind that. Okay. So let's get past that. We already watched that. I don't think there's anything to watch here with that.
I need to do that.
And you not to, I don't like talking. I know.
Hold on, I remember this second clip. Hold on, let me refresh it. But let me show you this clip real quick. I'm about to show you something funny. Because she said that DDG had talked her into doing OnlyFans. But watch this role reversal right here. Watch this right here.
Okay, I wish I need to do that. And not to, I don't like talking. I know you would never do it anyways, but I don't like to tell like people or influence people to do it. But the reason why you would succeed is because you give like innocent, but you're probably fucking freaky as fuck. No, yeah. What would I even post? There's no, do people
like what you post on your Instagram? Like honestly,
really?
Like you like being in like doing a little.
Oh my gosh, that's work. Crazy and but you said it messes with your image.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like that?
For sure, and especially like in my relationships, I feel like you know. Like, yeah, guys probably don't take me as serious because I'm an OnlyFans girl type of thing.
Yeah, I will say though that I, as someone like not, I guess I don't know, when I heard of you and stuff, it's never even, I don't associate you with OnlyFans, and I can't be the only one.
Thank you. I don't know, some people do.
I just associate you with like being on Instagram, but I don't have, okay,
Interesting how she says DDG talked her into doing this, and now she's technically trying to talk Bobby into doing it, or say, oh, if you did it. That's what DDG did to you. All he probably said was, look, you already doing twerking videos on Instagram. You're already showing your ass. You might as well get paid for it. And the reason why she keeps conjuring up DDG's name, just a certain reason. She liked him for whatever reason. She might have liked him, whether she thought maybe DDG might have she maybe had an inkling that DDG was going to take her seriously, or she liked him physically, or it could be any other thing. She had a liking towards the guy, whether she thought he was going to be a simp for her, whatever it may be. She had a liking towards the guy, and I think it still hurts her that DDG didn't see her as wife material, but only as a girl to have fun with. What men have to understand is this, and I say this all the time: if you want to unlock crazy with a woman, or you want to have a woman obsessed with you, take that woman you're messing around with, you're just playing around with, you having fun with her, you screwing with her or whatever, you having bedtime fun with her, but it's nothing more, nothing less. Now, if you have her as a side chick, and the next week you ghost her or something, or you still have her as a side chick, but she's still to the side, and she sees you out there with somebody else that you claim is your main chick, and you already had left her alone as side chick, and she is going to, I'm talking about, you want to talk about stalking you, you want to talk about hatred for you, you want to talk about, competition, anxiety, everything, all of that. She is not going to take that lightly. She's going to take that to heart. Like, if you just had her as a side chick, and then the next week you have somebody else as the main chick, you walk in there, oh, this is my new girlfriend right here, and this is my main chick, and she sees that, or she sees you out with your family or something and she never knew, oh, she's gonna be upset, dog. And I don't care if she's the biggest slut in the world. She could be a whole escort for all I care. If she sees that and she doesn't know, she's gonna feel a type of way. So men have to be careful when you're talking about women's emotions. I'm telling you, this is like you can take this to the bank. You can take this to the bank. So I still think Rubi Rose still feels a certain type of way that DDG even gave her that advice, because when a man gives a woman that kind of advice that, hey, you might as well just join OnlyFans, that just means that man doesn't, he just wants to, that means he doesn't really see anything serious with you. If like if a man really loves a woman, he's not going to advise her to do OnlyFans or to do, adult film, content, So I think she was hurt by that low key, and she just did. And I think she did OnlyFans a little bit out of spite, because technically it was a decent idea. Technically it is decent advice, because she was already showing her ass for free on Instagram. You might as well have people pay for it on OnlyFans. So women like this, particularly Rubi Rose, she'll do stuff like this, like join porn or join OnlyFans out of spite, just to be like, well, you think I'm a slut? I'm going to be the biggest slut there is. This is unfortunately what women do. So I think this is why Rubi Rose always conjures up DDG's name as much as she can. And then on top of that, she understands that a lot of black women have hate for DDG for a myriad for no reason. So she's always going to conjure up his names to, put that negative energy on him. Because she felt a certain way that DDG advised. He was like, hey, you might as well do OnlyFans. But that was confirmation for her that DDG doesn't take her seriously. So that's why she ended up doing OnlyFans, just to, I guess, prove his point, just to like rub it in. I guess that's women's logic. Like it'll be like, how women are like, you like say you could be messing with a chick and then she gets pregnant, and this chick could be pro-choice and pro, baby deletion and everything. But you knock her up, and then you say, "Oh, when you start talking about baby deletion as a man, you're like, hey, when are you going to delete this?" And just because you said that, and just because she feels a certain type of way, she might just keep the kid out of spite. She might just do that just because she was mad that you were already so quick to mention baby deletion. So she felt a certain type of way. This is the stuff that happens when you're dealing with women. When you're dealing with children. Basically, like with like, when you're dealing with women, you're basically dealing with children, especially when you're already intimate with her and her feelings, and there's spirits attached to these kind of things. So these are delicate situations.
Thank you.
I actually double checked before our interview if you did OnlyFans, because I was not sure if that was.
Really? Yeah, I don't get butt naked on it.
Okay. Yeah, you're not. Something. It's not like porn.
No porn. No fucking. I don't get butt.
Cap. And if she's not doing that, then she's probably aiming to do that in the future. So let's stop the cap. I want to fast forward to the Logan Paul part.
So when you do these, is a part of you thinking that it'll boost specifically OnlyFans numbers? Like, I imagine a large part of our audience will be like,
I mean, like my main, like this is where I'm at. Like my shit grows every month. Like it's gonna do what it does regardless. Like, but also like me as my Instagram, my Twitter, my everything, because all that shit, it goes in tandem. So like it just, like of course I would hope it. I mean, my main focus isn't my OnlyFans. It's really like social media in general. Like, and I gotta keep my shit going.
Yeah.
Like,
so again, I'm back to the question of like, rapper first, social media star first.
I don't want to be known as an OnlyFans sex worker. Like, no, thank you, please, guys. But
but that's exactly what you are. This is what you sign up for, and this is why I really believe in my theory in this, because what like certain women, they will already be a thought, but they won't necessarily have the platform to be a thought. So they'll be like an IG model. They think just because they're just on Instagram and they're showing their ass on Instagram, but not OnlyFans, they think they're still better than the OnlyFans model, or the OnlyFans model thinks she's better than the P star. They all think they're not the 304s that they put themselves out there to be. But what ends up happening is you'll have a thought and she'll take a liking towards a certain guy, and the guy will say, "Oh, have you ever tried, P-Hub? Have you ever tried OnlyFans?" And technically they're offended when they hear that, but they take it to the next level and they're just like, "Well, you think I'm a slut? I'm gonna prove it to you." So I believe in this theory now. I am staunch on this theory, because women like this now, she's trying to say, "I'm not this, I'm not a slut, I'm not a sex," but that's literally what you are. You're on OnlyFans. But this is the mentality.
like, I mean, I do music. Like that's what makes.
Bitch, nobody care about your music, man. Stop.
the most money is my OnlyFans.
So
But I do other things. Like my main focus isn't that.
so how did you
I started
make the
OnlyFans.
decision? So when you do these,
So you see how they're trying to make sense of what she's saying? Because she's not making sense, but that's her mindset. She doesn't look at herself as a slut or a 304 or a P-star, even though she's literally making all of her money doing that. This tells me that she just joined OnlyFans out of spite because she felt a certain type of way, that DDG felt a certain type of way about her, right?
decision, yeah,
So, all right, I'll let her finish. I'll let them finish this clip. I'll let them finish.
In
Start.
2020 during COVID, during the pandemic.
for what reason? Because
My ex did it, DDG. He started it first and he told me to do it.
Oh, he got a
He did this. He did this.
kid.
He did. Congratulations to them. And yeah, so
how does
anyway,
that make you feel?
I love children and he has been wanting a child. So I think that's lovely for them.
But no,
No ill feelings. Absolutely not. It's a baby.
Cap.
He convinced you, right?
And yeah, he was like people had been telling me to do it because I would like twerk on Instagram for fun already.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I did that, dropped out of college and moved to LA. And my life has just been like going up since.
What have you been buying? That's a lot of money. $1 million a month. Surely you're spending it on some dope shit.
I bought a couple of houses, some cars for myself and my friends and my family, and just like property. Like I'm very frugal. Like we're all three sleeping in the same bed at the hotel together.
No way.
We're flying Frontier home. Like
Decision.
What are you talking about? She's saying she's frugal and she already bought cars for people in-house. All right, anyways. And just to prove what type of time Rubi Rose is on, I'm going to show you some old tweets of hers. So look at these tweets. These are tweets when she was 16 years old. So I don't want y'all believing this. Oh, you know, he forced me to do OnlyFans. He talked me into it and now I don't want to do it no more. Come on. This is the type of time she was on when she was 16, right? You see the date, July 18th, 2014, right? You see the date. You see the date. So right here. She said, the game just insta DM'd me. Is this real life? I can't breathe. So now here she's bragging about the rapper, The Game, DMing her and possibly flying her out at the age of 16. Right? These tweets that I'm showing you, all of them when she was at the age of 16. Right here. She says, just got invited to fly out to Cali to watch my boo play. Go Chargers. The only question is, will mom say yes? So already she's being flown out by grown men at 16. And mind you, all these tweets have been deleted. She deleted them for a reason. And right here, the kicker. This is the kicker right here. She says, sometimes you have to lie about your age when it comes to NFL players. Now, people never believe me when I say, yes, you'll have 16-year-old girls, 15-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls on demon time when it comes to lying about their age and then saying that they were victims later on in life. Nope. That's not going to work with me. That is not going to work with me. You are a criminal. You're the criminal. You should be put in jail for that. So all that, that victim stuff and, oh, he groomed me, I got trafficked, cap. By the way, I always say this, one of the red flags in a woman, in my opinion, is a woman, if that woman had a fake ID at any point of her life or lied about her age to get in somewhere in any point of her life, meaning I'm talking about she was underage and she lied about her age, and she was underage and had a fake ID so she could go out. That girl is a massive red flag. Because why do you need a fake ID to go out? Why people talk about these predators are everywhere, but you're using a fake ID to go out to be around these predators? So to me, that's already, that's all for me. That's all I need to see right there. That's all I need to see right there. So yeah, Rubi Rose, stop it. Rubi, like, please. But that's just one, piece of proof of many on why, Rubi Rose is not to be taken seriously. But there's going to be a lot of women that follow her lead, a lot of OnlyFans models that's going to follow her lead, because even with the overwhelming evidence of Rubi Rose being a 304, she's still pulling the victim card. So imagine the average woman, the average 304, right? The Bobby Altoffs of the world, right? The regular plain Janes of the world. What do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to claim when they get caught? So this is the stuff that you got to pay attention to. This, because a lot of women, they won't tell you this, but they pick up their cues from women like Rubi Rose, Bobby Altoff, et cetera, right? So please let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'm gone.